Hey there, everybody. I am kind of rounding out my art day by just doing a little bit of work in my trash journal. This is a very, very neat trash journal. I made it out of an old calendar. If you guys, I'll put an iCard up here that shows you how I made my my horizontal calendar, my vertical calendar into a horizontal calendar. And this is my plan book that I made from a 2019 calendar. You know how you just kind of inundated with, I love this Stay Wild Moonchild on there. You kind of just inundated with all kinds of calendars this time of year. I'm going to talk to y'all while I grab my my Mod Podge. Hang on. I'm just going to grab it right here. I went to the dollar store today and grabbed me some Mod Podge because did you guys know that the Mod Podge that they have at Michael's is, it's not, that 50% coupon is not applicable on the 3-ounce jars of Mod Podge, which I don't quite understand that, but so 3 ounces of Mod Podge at Michael's is $6, and 3 ounces of Mod Podge at the dollar store is $3. So, you know, little frugal, economical me. I went to the dollar store and got some Mod Podge today. I also, last week, I did something that's very, like, out of the ordinary for me. I went out to eat with some of my friends, and I had such a wonderful time. We ate at a little restaurant called Plant Zero at Artworks, where both of my friends have studios down there. So it was just really, it was a sweet, sweet time, and I sure did enjoy it a whole lot. I'm going to grab a rag right here and basically just yammer on, and we'll just glue some stuff down. Of course, this, like I said, this is a really neat trash journal. My other trash journal looks like, my first one looks like this. I don't know where the second one is right this minute, but the first one did look like this, and you can see you just kind of glue down the things that may have ended up in the trash. And it's a fun way to kind of, it's sort of like glue booking, you know, it's kind of one of those fun, mindless kind of things. You know, you don't want to get too wrapped up in it. You just want to play with it. So I'm just going to get a start on my, my trash journal. Like I said, I'll put an iCard up top so you can kind of see how I made the first one. And the first one was made with, you know, just flyers that you get through the mail, like from the grocery store and stuff like that. I have some things that I have been collecting out of the garbage. So let's see what I can find here to start with. I love this. This is a advertisement for the Richmond Tattoo and Arts Festival that I picked up. I love the imagery there. It's really super cool. This is something that I'm working on. I need to redefine winter in a big kind of way. I don't like it, and it's coming. And I don't like it, and I want it to go away, and it's not even here, which is really ridiculous. What I want to do here is I want to turn, even though I love these girls, I want to turn this into a little journaling spot. And I think the best way for me to do that is just to grab some scrap paper and kind of glue it down there. This is going to be very random and haphazard because I just realized that that's really kind of what I would like to do with it. I don't want to cover up all the images. I really particularly like this lady over here. So I think that that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to grab a glue stick. I've given myself about 15 minutes to play, and then it's time to move on to the other tasks today. One of these days, I'm not going to give myself a limit, and I'm just going to play all day. You know, like you did when you were a kid. Remember that? When I was growing up, my mom let us out in the morning, and then we went home and had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for lunch, and then we went out for the rest of the day. We had to be home by the time the street lights came on. So it was always fun. I think that I'm going to do, yeah, I'm going to use it right there, but I'm going to just kind of put a piece of washi tape right here. I'm really not good at tipping things in, but we'll give it a go. I've got to get beyond those scary things that we're scared to do that never quite turn out right. I'm looking for some washi, some pretty washi. Oh, do you like that red? It might not be like a good tip-in quality there. We'll see. Oh, sorry, way off camera. Yeah, see, I'm not getting that the way it should be. So what I'm going to do is just cut that off right there, and then do it again. Maybe I'll get it even. It's really hard to see in this light. Nope, that didn't work either. And I can tell right now that this is going to probably come loose because it's just not good tape to do this with. But that's okay. We'll go ahead and use it. I don't want to interrupt my play by getting bogged down with something. Isn't that neat? Oh, love that image. Image is just really beautiful. I like this feather too. This is a Jennibellie feather that I did last year, and I thought it was really super cool, and I've just been like hoarding it until I found just the right spot to use it, and I think I've just found the right spot. So we'll put that there. Let's use some glue. Isn't that pretty? I'll have to see if I can find that video. It's just so beautiful. But oh my gosh, it's like one of those things that took up so much time. Like I just didn't have time to do that. But it's very pretty. No doubt about that. Okay, so we got our little card over here, and I can journal on that later. This was the last of the cards that were on a display at Elwood Thompson's here, which is a Whole Foods kind of store. So I'm pretty sure that probably would have ended up in the trash had I not picked it up. So I'm very happy that I nabbed it. I do like this, and I feel like, you know, we need a maybe need a word or two here. I don't know who this is. It's a, oh, I know. This is, this tag came from a shirt that my guy got me for my birthday. So, let's put that. I kind of like the way you can see the whole thing like this, though, because she looks like she could be a Sonia, doesn't she? I'm just going to put it on there like that. I know I should make a tag out of it, but I kind of just like it like that, because it does have a hole up here, but she looks like a Sonia. And then I can do a little bit of journaling here. I also really like this image to use right there. I think I cut this from a Lidl brochure. They're having a sale on like Greek food. I thought that was really pretty. And all the colors kind of go with the background here. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so page 1 is done. Flip it over and see what we have to work with here. I got this in the mail. It says, chickens are mean. They love to watch as your customers swerve to avoid them causing damage to their vehicles. That's why they cross the road. It's for a dealership, a Nissan dealership. But anyway, I thought it was funny. Chickens are mean. I think what we'll do with this is, of course we can't use the whole thing, so I'll just use this as a little background piece right here. We're going to have to cut off a little bit of text, but I really kind of don't care. It's fine. I know what it says, and I get a kind of a chuckle every time that I see it. They're mean. They aren't mean. I wish I had chickens. My neighbor across the road tried to have chickens, but kept having like a fox problem, and the foxes would drag off her chickens, and it was horrendous. I don't really want to talk about it. It was scary. My dogs sure did love those chickens, though. My dogs were so puzzled when those chickens started coming around. They were like, what's that? Never seen that kind of dog before. What kind of dog is that? That's not a cat. Oh, gosh, they were so funny. I've got a little bit of, just a little bit of painty paper here. I'm going to put kind of a border-ish strip right there. And one right here. Cut out the chicken because he's just funny. Yeah, I don't want the whole thing. I want something else on there. So I'll put chicken right there. I've got my little border strips right here. Can totally do the Redefine Winter right there because it's really pretty. I could do that too. That kind of matches everything. And it covers up my background, which is cool. And then if I want to use chicken somewhere else, I can. I'm just going to use this much of it. Artworks in Richmond is an extraordinary place. It is just absolutely beautiful. It's such I know you guys knew this. I just don't get out of the house much, especially not to do anything like go to a museum or anything like that. I need to change that. But I do, I just work a lot. I can't explain it any more than that. So I work a lot, and I don't get to, I don't go to you know, I don't, okay, let's stop talking about that. Let's just play. Oh my gosh. Okay, I do like that. Oh, I hear the postman, and it sounds like he's dropping something off. So I will be right back. Woohoo! With a happy mailbox. Woohoo! I'm happy. Yay. Okay, where were we? We were finishing this page. I like the way that all that goes together. You know, and maybe my redefinition of winter will be for me to get out of the house more. And maybe one of those beautiful things that I always enjoy doing is going to see my friends down at their studios at Artworks. And that would be a great way to redefine winter. Go down, visit them, have some coffee, look at the marvelous stuff that they're creating. They're both just incredible mosaic artists. I'm going to make sure that page closed. Yeah, it does. This keeps popping up. There we go. All right, so that would be a great way for me to redefine winter. All right, let's do one more page. I am crazy about these two images. This is another postcard that I picked up at Artworks. This is called Edge of the City by Cynthia Cornett. I think it is just awesome. I think this is another one of those things that I would like to turn into a journaling spot. So I'm just going to put a little bit of paper on here and just turn it into a journaling spot. Now, a word about using images that are owned by others. This is my book. I am not selling it. It is my little trash journal. And because it's my little trash journal, then I can use images in it. But I would never, ever, 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 ever sell it with this gorgeous image in it. I'm not going to sell it anyway, even if it did not have the gorgeous image in it. But just always remember that, you guys. Don't, you know, people work really hard on things, so don't, you know, it's advisable to not use things like that in your art. Another stellar image that I'm going to turn into a, and I love this one as well. So I think what I'll do is all of these I can use as, I need a background on here. But now I'm looking at it and I'm like, do I really need a background? I kind of like not knowing that this child is looking at the carcass of an animal. I know some of you may find that macabre, but I think it's super cool. And this is a photograph. This was the first place I photographed James Glass. It's called Postmortem. I think it's just a really beautiful photograph. There is a lot of beauty in skeletal structure. There's a lot of amazement in skeletal structure. So we're just gonna, now remember, this is a trash journal. Trash, trash, trash. Things that may have ended up in the trash. I love this right here. The I am going to, I'm using the calendar as my background. Just grab that red tape since that's really what I have to work with right here. I need to watch Leanne do tip-ins so I can kind of get the hang of that a little bit better, because I do not have the hang of it. I love the idea, and she sure makes beautiful tip-ins. But, you know, October's about conquering your fear, right? So, I'm conquering my fear of tip-ins and sewing. I have my sewing machine upstairs now. Yay! It's staring at me. Excuse me. Alright. So I can see this image here, which I really do love. Let's see. I love the typewriter. I salvaged that from somewhere. I think some paper that I was using. I think what I'll do here is cut off this part of the road on this piece. And I'm going to put it right here. I can put another little journaling strip. Well, I don't want to do that because I don't want to cover that up. I like that. And I do like the words "now open." So I'm going to use that as well. I like it at the top. I love that upside down Eileen's tacky glue, you know, but man, oh man, sometimes that is, it's the squeeze bottle, trying to squeeze the bottle, it's like, ah, especially when I've been cutting, and I have been cutting so much stuff, for my flow pockets that are in my store. There we go. I like that, and I like the numbers here, the way that we can see the numbers. Okay, there we go. All right, you guys, just a few pages in my trash journal, which is actually a bit of a neater trash journal than I usually do. But I also wanted to recycle this 2019 calendar. My friends seem to get a lot of them, so I arranged it into a book. I'll put an iCard up here so you can see the way that I did that. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me. I always love to journal with y'all. Thanks so much for your sweet, kind, positive comments. I really do appreciate it. We are almost to 5,000 subscribers, my friends. We got to do something. Got to do something special. All right. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. All right, friends, I'll talk to you later. Gotta go get some water. See ya. Bye.